Today is October 21st. Zheng Xiaosong committed suicide again in Macau. Actually, he was killed for a simple reason that his best friend is Meng Hongwei. Meng Hongwei, Zheng Xiaosong, and Sun Lijun were once swore brothers. Zheng Xiaosong died just as Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge was opened. Soon, a lot of people will jump out from the buildings. Major causes of unnatural death in Chinese officials were suicides and an accident. It involved many departments such as party committees and government agencies, transportation, politics and law, education, taxation, and finance. Three leading causes of unnatural death were suicide, accidental death, and homicide. Dominant method of suicide were building jumping, hanging, and swollen pedicides. These suicide methods were different from those in the general population. 办公室近日通报称，澳门中联办主任郑晓松坠楼身亡。Zheng Xiaosong, 59-year-old China's top officials in Macau, fell to his death because he suffered from depression. 在其澳门住所坠楼身亡，在各方质疑这一蹊跷。Liu Xiaohua, the Deputy Secretary-General of the Guangdong Province Party's committees and a former party chief of Zhenjiang, hanged himself in his home in Guangzhou in the afternoon. 报道，国信证券因股指期货放空单以及Chen Hongqiao, a 49-year-old president of the state-owned DklsXP0n0nM, who hanged himself at his home in Shenzhen on October 22nd. Wang Jian, HNA chairman's the fatal accident. According to French authorities, Mr. Wang been trying to take a selfie at the backyard of the church in a small village in province, but slipped and falls from a sharp drop. Gu Wenwei will host an international press conference in New York on November 19, 2018, about the death of the Wang Jian. A recent example was the death of a police chief Deng Yunshen, who fell from his office building at around 5 a.m. in the small central cities of Xinyang, Henan province. Local authorities publicly explained that Mr. Deng fell while preparing to guide other officials on a work inspection tour, but online, people raised doubt and questioned whether there was any link to the 3-year-old corruption campaign.
Chinese state media reports that a senior military officer killed himself while being investigated for corruption.
General Zhang Yang, the former political work department's director of the Central Military Commission, hanged himself at home on November 25th, according to the state media announced in the late November.
According to state media, investigators said he could seriously violated disciplinary law. They also said Zhang had ties to other former senior military figures charged with corruption. The Chinese military has criticized the suicide as a way for Zhang to evade punishment.
On May 10th, Ningbo Municipal Party's committee's propaganda deputy minister Hu Husen fell from the 8th floor of his home while trying to cleaning the window. In February, an official in Shuining District, Hunan Province, was found dead early in the morning on a riverbank trail outside the city. There were rumors at that time that he had died after his hamstring had been broken. On July 23, 2013, Fu Xiaoguang, former vice provincial officials of Heilongjiang Province, took his relative to visit the Ningbo Lake. The next day, the Bureau Party secretary was found dead of a heart attack in a hotel room because he drank too much of alcohol with Fu. Fu was detained for a year and was demoted from a vice provincial level. Zheng Xiaoxiong committed suicide and suffered from depression. Meng Huwei attempted suicide with a knife at the airport. He is now under protection in Beijing hospital. There's another one in Hunan province recently. I don't know, the secretary of discipline inspection was killed by suicide. There are some diving suicides. Wow, they have a lot of lists. A lot of the people on the list, I have no idea. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. The Voice of Go Media.